Okay, hello Sugar Buns, welcome to an introductory video of Cheerleader Lily. So for Lily, we have quite a few things to go through, but throughout this video what you will learn is her basic skills, some skill combos, and of course some questions that you may ask. This will probably be a 10, 15, 20 minute video, but I'll try to get through this as fast as I can. But anyways, onto the first skill we go. I'll just first off turn off cooldown first. I'll turn off the cooldown first so you can see the cooldown. So, the first skill, as you can see, whatever the hell Cheerleader is holding on her hand, for the sake of this video, I'm going to make my life easier and call it a Pop Blossom. It's a Pop Blossom. So, she initially starts with 2 Pop Blossoms, 2 items on her hands. And I'll just show it to you here. Per each use, you gain a 70% movement speed boost for 4 seconds. And then you'll be walking for 4 seconds afterwards. Now, this may seem like a huge debuff, but I'll show you something towards more at the end of the video segment. But that's going to be Cheerleader's first skill. Cheerleader's second skill, on the other hand, basically she gets a reset cooldown. Now, we're just going to wait for our cooldown to reset here immediately first for our Pop Blossom. And as you can see here, this immediately resets cooldown. So, second skill is Inspire. As you can see, right above her Pop Blossom skill, there's like a time that goes anti-clockwise kind of type of icon image. So you basically tap on that, and you can select a teammate to inspire. Let's say for the sake of it, right, we're gonna inspire myself. So I'm gonna use an item, and then I will inspire myself. And as you can see here, it will automatically reset your cooldown. So Inspire, basically how it works is it's a 30-second reduction on your skills if it's used on Cheerleader herself, but it's only a 10-second for other survivors. So I'm gonna cancel skill cooldown. So let's say you want to put it on Gravekeeper. So that's 1 on Gravekeeper, and then there's a small mini cooldown there. And then so that's number 1. Wait for it a little bit more. Now it's gone. You put it on GK again. So it's only 10 seconds per each use, up to a max of 2 times. So you can reduce survivor's cooldown twice. Of course, who may this be good for? I won't be going through all the hunter pools. I'll just list some off the top of my head. You can have Gardener. You can have Magician. You can have Acrobat. You can have Batter, you can have Antiquarian, you can have maybe a little girl counts as one, you can have who else is there that has a 10-second cooldown? Perfumer is definitely a really good one. Now that just came to my mind. There's also Journalist with her little Orphe and a little bit more than Dash. Now, this probably wouldn't suit for the likes of Enchantress, Prospector, like, you know, 5-6 second cooldown survivors like Forward, because they don't really need it, to be fair. They don't really need it, to be fair. So there you go on Dash. But, you know, for Cheerleader herself, she can use it and immediately reset the cooldown on herself, which is really nice. Now, there's one thing we need to realize as well. There's one important thing that we need to realize as well. It's genuinely the fact that, you know, once after you've used Inspire twice on a survivor, if you want to do it for a 3rd time, it'll consume your item instead. I don't know if NetEase will fix this or not, but it's not a bug. I don't think it's a bug. So let's use it on GK since we used it twice already. And what happens here is, oh no, Pop Blossomed ourselves. That's a movement speed boost there for us. I don't think it's intended, but also at the same time, if it's intended, then fair enough, I guess. No more, no less I can talk about. So that's for her second skill. Now, her third skill, I'm just going to try look for a survivor. Her third skill is a little bit lengthy. I'll just put it on the screen real quick. But overall, for her third skill, I guess you could say, you know, in a nutshell, for her third skill, so you can basically within 23 meters, you can cheer on a survivor. So that's like 1 meter less than Tinnitus. You can hold it, and then it basically allows you to select one. So I'm going to select Cordy. And what happens here is we do normal calibrations. The calibrations are fairly easy to do. The pattern is you do 6 singles and then 2 trios. So I'll just show it to you here again. Give me a sec. Now then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's not that hard to do, but also realize this as well. Right after you finish doing that, these type of pop blossoms will stay on the survivors for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, it'll just automatically disappear. Now, so what does pop blossom do? Sadly, I will not be able to show you what it does from the survivor side because I'm doing this on my own. But in a nutshell, survivors can basically consume pop blossom themselves, right? They will consume 5 pop blossoms for 70% movement speed for 1.5 seconds, very similar to Cheerleader herself, and then have a mini movement debuff for 0.75 seconds if I'm not wrong, which isn't too bad. And then there's a mini borrow time effect. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn it off while I talk about it. So there's going to be a mini borrow time effect once you reach 28 stacks, and then similarly for the second and third borrow time it'll have to be 35 and 42 stacks. So it's 28, 35, 42, 7 increase per each borrow time used. Also during cherry mode you gain a 5% movement speed boost. Well, who is this 5% movement speed boost good for? Antiquarian when she spins, Entomologist when she's on bees. Well, Entomologist on bees, maybe that's a little bit of a stretch because I don't think it works that way. But then also Painter after using 2 paintings, 11% movement speed boost. That is very, very, very fast. You cannot deny the fact that that isn't fast at all, is what I think. And then there could be other survivors, but I just don't know. But I'm just listing off the main ones right now as well. But as you can see here, right, it's 8-second cooldown. It's 8-second cooldown. So as long as you're near survivors, right, you can do it within 10 seconds. Oh, XYZ, I'm just gonna do that. See, it still stays. So it's not too bad. Let's say it's not too bad. We can turn that on, and I can basically just show you, right. Still giving it to her. I'm still giving it to her, which is fairly nice. I am going to cancel skill cooldown real quick. See, she still has it. She still has it. So you can basically just spam the ability button. Oh, and then when you're not near enough, it's bad if you're not near enough. It's really bad if you're not near enough. But because of this 5% movement speed boost, it is genuinely speaking quite fast. For now, I'm gonna turn everything off and let's go look for Prisoner right now. So I'm just gonna keep speed boosting my way out of this. So for Prisoner, we can, let's just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're not supposed to be coming to 3. You're not supposed to be coming after me. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. I know this is a little bit long, but I kind of just want to show you as well. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have max stacks here, right? And he should be going down. The survivors need to consume this themselves, or else it wouldn't work. So it's up to the survivors themselves to consume whether the 5 stack or the 32 stack. But that's basically the introductory of Cheerleader. Now let's move on to some, let's move on to some combos that we can do for Cheerleader. So the first one, let's just show it to you all here. The first one is, initially when you start off the game, you have you will have two pop blossoms, right? So what we can do is we can stand next to this rocket chair and then use 2 pop blossom at the same time. So your combo for this one basically is pop blossom, inspire, pop blossom. So let me just show it to you here. So we pop blossom, we immediately inspire, and right before our pop blossom ends, you pop blossom again. And then you have your 3-second cooldown here. Well, 4-second mini debuff here. So basically, you ran this far in 12 seconds. You basically ran this far in 12 seconds. Now, I will cancel the cooldown, right? I'm gonna enable this. I'm gonna enable this, right? And then we... Okay. And then see, it's 40, so we'll see Inspire cooldown, right? We'll count from that. So it took us 12 seconds to get here. How long does it take us to get back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Around 16 seconds. So 12 seconds, 16 seconds. Right, 12 seconds to get all the way up there, including the speed debuff, and then 60 seconds to get all the way back. But what if we don't include the speed debuff? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna stop the moment we get that speed debuff. So go, expire, and then go. So that's a little bit of a weird move, and then we stop here. So this is basically 8 seconds of movement speed boost. Right, I'm gonna cancel my skill cooldown. And then we are going to do the Cordy and then go back. So 1, oh, okay, back here I go. Okay, I was here. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it took us 12 seconds for an 8-second movement speed boost, which isn't too bad, but that's one of the combos you do. Now you may wonder, hey Kuro, how can I actually use this like to the maximum effect? See here, I brought window knee-jerk reflex. I brought knee-jerk reflex here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over the window, use Pop Blossom, and then I'm going to jump over the window, get my knee-jerk reflex, use Pop Blossom once, inspire, use Pop Blossom for the second time. Jump, speed boost, Pop Blossom, that's double stack, and then use it again, and you're all the way up here, and you're already all the way up here. You move pretty darn fast. You generally speaking move pretty darn fast. So you're around here by the time that you get the slow debuff. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to not stack the movement speed boost together, but just do it like by itself. Okay, we're just gonna do it by itself. So what I'm gonna do here is the cancel skill cooldown will be off. Okay, so movement speed, the window comes first. We take the window, wow, and then 8 seconds, 8 seconds again. Well, 4 seconds again. And you're basically all the way up here if you time it correctly. So timing for this is very important. It's very similar to Novelist. Timing is very important, but the distance is huge. In a nutshell, right, in 12 seconds you're already up here. And then running back probably takes like around 24 seconds. But you basically move faster than the Hunter. So that's one combo you can do. For those of you who are a little bit curious, I will go a little bit closer towards a Survivor, just so I can show you what it looks like during supporting. Oh, I have one here. So let's say it's like this, right? I'm gonna cancel all skill cooldowns. So we're gonna assist, pop, 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 pop. Okay, you know, to be fair, I should have two. I genuinely should have. Give me a sec. Auto replenish. You can use your movement speed boost. You can use your movement speed boost, I think, during the time. Okay, let me just cancel the skill. Can you use your movement speed boost, I wonder? So we're going to support, do this, but you can still do this, and then run, just so you can get away from the Hunter, but then you come back with a Calibration. Yeah, this is quite good. You basically, it's really it's a bit difficult, but I'm sure people can get used to it. You do that. You have this. You can reset cooldown during the meantime. See, you can just still calibrate. As long as it's on, it's on. It's also not hard to do this. But yeah, that's another combo you can do. But the main combo for Disco really is like... The main combo for Disco really is first skill, you inspire, and then first skill again. You can definitely do this early game when you're being chased, and especially when you want to be near like a very good area. For people who are saying, oh, you know, the debuff is not really worth it. Well, it may sound a little bit dumb for me to say this, but imagine you get through a pallet, and then you're just playing pallet mind games here with a hunter to buy yourself time. And then you put that down, and then you get your movement speed back again. This item here, right, is used for you to transition towards, you know, kiting areas specialized for you. So let's say I want a movement speed boost here. Oh, movement speed boost is gonna go soon. Okay, I'm gonna stand between here. Okay, you're gonna play pallet mind games with me, no problem. I put the pallet down, I can run normally once again. Right? Like the only time when you don't use two of them, the only time when you have to use that combo is when you're being chased. So let's imagine you're in a huge open area like here. Right, and then you don't want to go in there because, you know, it's a night puddle. So what you do your speed boost, you inspire, you do your speed boost again, and then where do you end up? You end up here. Put the pallet down, play around here for a little bit, and then bravo, you have your movement speed boost again. But yeah, that's that combo. That's honestly that combo. Next, there may be a question you guys may wonder about. And the question is, does Cheerleader get a window speed boost right after she gets that slow debuff? We're going to test it out real quick. So this is her speed boost here, right? So slow debuff is going to come in soon. I'm going to vault. Do we run faster? We don't run faster. So slow debuff actually cancels out. Slow debuff actually cancels out the... How do I say this too? Slow debuff actually cancels out the window vault buffs and such. Now the next question will probably be Flywheel. How good is Flywheel? So Flywheel is actually very good because in any case, right, if you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna make it towards the pallet, I walk slow, Flywheel, pallet down. In a nutshell, Flywheel, pallet down. And it should buy you quite a bit of time as well. Especially with the fact that you're kind of like very far away from the pallet. So for example like this, and then the hunter's behind you, you can Flywheel. And then pallet down. Honestly, but then you need to be near the pallet as well, so it's not too bad, I guess. It's not too bad, I guess. But yeah, that's basically how you stack the movement speed boost. Now, I'm gonna turn on my camera to say this, because I feel like it's probably better if I say this in front of everyone's faces, since this ended up being a long video. Where's my cam? Hi folks. In a nutshell, don't like... Chase after her first, please. You don't want a harasser coming. You don't want a harasser coming in and harassing you, chasing after someone unsure, and then like a cheerleader just doing this. A cheerleader doing this. You know, you don't want that. You don't want a cheerleader next door to you and be like, oh, you gain 5 stacks immediately. Oh, you gain a 5% movement speed boost immediately. Oh, wait a second. You can use self-borrow time when you have 28 stacks. You don't want that. You want to hit cheerleader. You genuinely want to hit cheerleader. Or chase after cheerleader first. Don't let cheerleader do her thing. She's very different compared to everyone else. She's disgustingly strong when it comes to support, but her containment is average. Like very average is what I would like to say. Right, so then like, you know, everyone can chase after her. Anyone can chase after her, even a bomb-on can in my opinion. But like what is really important is the fact that you don't allow her to assist any survivors. That's what is the most important right now. If you allow her to assist anyone, it's kind of game over for you. Right, it's really game over for you. So don't let her do that. Don't let her do that to you. You know yourself. Don't let her do that to you. But that's gonna be end of Cheerleader. That's all what I can offer you for today. I say she's probably 8 here because of all the very good support, and she has some decent containment ability. But that's gonna be Lily. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-byes.